All right, bang bang. What's going on, guys? Tuning in to a new edition, main event. Talkin Hands. So I'm the host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Mr. Danny Betts. Here to break down this weekend's main event action as we have a fun fight this week. Return of Boots Ennis taking on a guy who's coming up, good, solid boxer, Eimantas Stanionis. As always, before we recap the fights for this week, we love to go back and check out the weekend that was in boxing. So we'll get that started right now. I think we had two, maybe three fights. The one I was irritated a little bit because Janbek, so he fought last weekend, and his KO was like minus 130 and looked like he like smoked that guy.
He did. He did.
Did you see anything over the weekend, Danny, and any thoughts?
Um, Besides that, I mean, that was pretty much it. I was pretty busy for the weekend, but yeah, I honestly skipped that fight completely. We missed the opportunity with that one. Like minus 130 was a gift. I
Yeah,
didn't
Tim
really.
Zoo KO. I don't know
Tim
what that
Zoo,
was,
yep,
but that was
he
a
looked good.
yeah, I feel bad because uh, Jimmy, I don't know the relation, but he knows Joey Spencer somehow. So
Oh,
I,
already?
yeah, so I did feel bad for that one. And then there's that heavyweight fight, which I actually missed, but the prospect won. I guess they were both prospects. That Torres guy,
Yeah, Torres and Guido.
Guido.
Yeah,
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 Torres won a decision, so I didn't really see the line on that.
yeah. He
Uh,
was. Well, I don't know the decision what it was, but I know he was like minus 300, like 250. Wasn't too
Yeah,
bad. Minus
it
250.
went up though
Yeah,
because it
he
was
was
like
like
minus
minus
one
180. Yeah,
sixty. Yeah,
yeah. Gerardo Hernandez, what's up, bro? You already
yeah.
know.
Shout out Gerardo in the chat. What's going on, Gerardo? Yeah. So those were the big three fights. Obviously, we're looking forward to Tim Zoo's gonna fight. Is it Thurman? Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be Thurman.
Yeah. So that should be a big fun fight coming up. I'm sure Torres will get a good heavyweight fight, and then Janbek. I don't know who he's gonna fight because he's kind of just tearing through everyone. It seems.
Yeah, he needs a
And
big fight though, like a good name.
yeah, I just don't know who he would fight because I can't see a lot of big guys or big names wanting to fight him at like 168, or 160, 168. So, shout Wade. Yeah, Wade, this is the fight we're going to get right into.
Yes,
Boots.
sir.
Uh, Boots needs to step it up, I think. I think we can all agree on that. But, we'll see what happens with the fight. Speaking of the fight, let's get right into it. Current odds for this fight brought to you by FanDuel. They have Jaron Boots Ennis as a minus 750 favorite. Boots by decision is minus 110. Boots KO plus 155. Stanionis KO plus 1100. Stanionis decision plus 650. Fight goes the distance minus 175. Danny, last time we saw Boots, I think we both expected him to get a KO in that rematch versus Karen, and he won a decision. You think this is the week he gets a KO, or you think he gets shocked and upset? Kind of a hometown fight for him too.
Um, I this fight's a banger, boys. Like if you've been following me, I've been on the Boots like train forever. Like he's been one of my favorite fighters. A little biased, Go Fitty, I'm from Fitty. I'm a Fitty kid too, but guy, it's just he's got skills to pay the bills, bro. He could switch stances. Great jab, great hand speed, good uppercut, good body work. He's got it all. And yeah, he had a bad performance in his last fight in that rematch against how you say his last name? Chikazian. I think I got it
Yeah,
right. But we call him Karen. It's funny. But yeah, it was poor for performance. But for me, like that's the definition of like styles make fights. This is two totally different when it comes to Stanionis and Karen. And I think we're getting a gift here. Let me talk about Stanionis though. Stanionis, high guard, likes to pressure, likes to throw volume. I think his power is a little overrated because he's fought a couple chinny guys that he couldn't get out of there.
yeah, yeah,
Like Delorme and Deloach, these guys are chinny, been knocked out multiple times, and he couldn't really get them out of there like that. Um, but he does have some power, some pop, good volume, really good power jab too.
hmm
Pressure. He fought this guy Mastery in his last fight that they fought. I think in the amateurs, and he beat him. So it's kind of I call it a rematch. And he looked all right, but I'll tell you this, bro. I watched that fight like 10 times. I watched it again today, right?
Yep.
And I must have missed it. I was really paying attention today. He's got a good poker face, Stanionis. He got caught a couple times in the body. One you could tell he backed up too. He's like, and then he smirked, like it hurt him a little bit. And then he got caught a couple times with counters by Mastre, and like I said, he's got a good poker face. He was a little bit buzzed, so I don't know how great his durability is because he hasn't really fought anybody. This is
Yeah.
gonna be a big step up. Like Ennis is the top one of the top guys in this division for sure. I think he's the best one right now. Um, but I think he's just outgunned, man. I think this is the perfect style. Like I said, styles make fights. He fought a guy in his ass fight that moves around a lot. Is a rematch. It's hard to look great against those type of guys. Now he's finding a guy that's gonna pressure him, volume
Yep.
that could get countered. That the Ennis could to establish his jab all night, pick him apart. This is bro, literally has happened. He fought the first time he fought Karen, right? Not the greatest performance. He
Yep.
fought Roman Villa, and if you know Villa, power puncher, pressure, not as much, as Stanionis. Stanionis is better, but like similar, high guard, pressure, and he picked them apart. Same thing again. Bad performance by Karen, in that Karen fight the second time, and now you getting a different style and pressure in Stanionis. I don't know if it's a trap. I gotta play it. You're giving me plus 155 at for knockout for Ennis in this fight when a guy that hasn't fought like this top level against like a guy like Ennis, and I seen some little holes in his game that he could get countered, and I seen him a couple like buzzed by way lesser guys. I gotta play it plus 155 by stoppage for Ennis. I have to take it all day. Like I got him all
Yeah.
day. I think you could put his money line is a gift to me. You could parlay him with anything, in my opinion. I think this is his fight all day.
Yeah, because so I watched that fight too against Mastre or however you want to say his name, literally today, and he hit Mastre with a clean 1-2. The guy just took it like it was nothing. Like, okay,
Yeah,
that's all I need to watch. Like, he's not going to hurt Boots because the
yeah,
people who
yeah,
are, which I've had admittedly some, I don't want to say like drawback or negative things, because I do think Boots gets hit too much, but I don't think this is a fight where he's really going to get hit a lot. And he's not going to hurt him. And then the size difference with the reach is
yeah.
going to be
The reach.
evident immediately. Yeah, if my only worry is like Wade is saying, like Boots KO open more than plus 200
It's
is
wild.
uh is he fighting a more conservative fight or is he going to try to fight a more conservative fight? You know, but this is basically 1 versus 2 is what they're saying at welterweight. Everyone
Yeah,
else has moved up. We've chatted about it multiple times with Boots fights. He's due to move up soon because I don't think he can cut the weight because he's a big 147 pounder. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't think Staniosis is going to buzz them as much as the murmurs I'm hearing online. Because yeah, this opened like minus 400, which kind of shocking to me. I didn't know a whole lot about the opponent. So during the fight, they mentioned he had a appendectomy, so he was out for 2 years. And then that
yeah,
fight versus Mastre was his first fight. And I guess that guy was like a high level
yeah. He had a great
Olympic
amateur.
type guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but he had like 7 pro fights, and
Yeah,
he's
like
like
6 fights.
36,
Yeah. Yeah.
37. Like,
Right. So yeah, I don't like taking guys like that who haven't shown big time fights. His only fight was Delorme, you know, really to
yeah,
me. I guess Luis Collazo, but Collazo has been washed for like 5-10 years. He's an old man. So yeah, I think Boots KO is good. I mean, and the deal with the KO is it could happen early because he's done it
yeah.
early.
That's one. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was looking at 7-12, but I'm like, yo, most of those KOs are like 5, 6 rounds. Like,
Yeah. Because
so
yeah, I agree. I
I
would have
do.
tried to make the argument for a Staniosis, but I watched that fight today. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like that's all I need to see.
Yeah, yeah. it's a bounce back, bro. Like he knows like what happened in the last fight. Wasn't the greatest performance. So I know for a fact. Like you were talking about, you don't know if he's gonna come conservative. Nah, bro. I think he's gonna look for that KO for sure. Like
Well, and what I think he could do with how Wade said, and you watch, he has that high guard, is he could go the body a lot.
that's what I
Yeah,
love about Boots, because I love his jab because he uses
yeah,
it all different levels, body work, and then that I love the combination he throws the jab, hook, and then uppercut is
yeah,
nasty, bro. He killed Villa with that, like it was so bad.
yeah.
I can see the same thing here, man.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to be a huge speed difference too,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
going to be really evident early on in the fight. And from what it looks like money's coming in on Stanionis because I'm seeing some books
yeah.
drop the odds even more right now.
Which is
Uh,
crazy to me, bro. Like it's wild.
yeah, because Boots that last fight, I think he was like a minus 2,000, like a huge
Yeah, I think it's
favorite.
recency
Yeah,
bias. People watching that fight, and they're like, oh, and they're watching Stanionis, like he has a like a fan friendly style, so they're like, um, I think he could outwork. That's the only way I think he could win. Maybe I'll try to outwork him, but um, Ennis throws a lot too, bro. So I don't
and
know.
I will say it's not like this guy is like a defensive wizard either.
Mm-mm.
He gets hit, so. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a recipe for success against Ennis.
yeah, he moves in straight lines, bro. He doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like he's just high guard, forward, backwards, pretty much.
Yeah, because I do think he could catch him, but my issue was I felt like his power was overrated, or maybe
Yeah.
they're just hyping up the fight like, oh, this is gonna be a slobber knocker, like
Oh
who's
yeah,
gonna
it's gonna be a
fall
great fight. It's
first?
because of the
Yeah,
styles, bro. The styles for sure. But this type of style for Boots, he loves this. That's
yeah,
what. Yeah, when he's gotta go chase somebody that's moving a lot like the last one. I mean, it's just hard to look good against those type of guys.
yeah. But I agree. I think it's gonna be a good, fun fight. I think the odds are. I think it's going to be crazy because I feel like he's going to get bet down. And yeah, I have no argument with you for the KO or the parlay piece because I didn't see anything that really made me go like, oh man, like this guy's going to hurt Boots, get him, take him out. I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
I like Boots here quite a bit.
The
Uh,
I'll be honest though, the smart bet instead of the KO plus 155, you can just bet no distance at plus 134. It's like not a huge
yeah,
difference. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think Ennis is gonna get knocked out for no reason, but I'm just saying like why bet one guy when you could bet both for a little bit? That's
yeah. I was going to say, what's the 'cause we've talked about those bets, the fighter to get knocked down, like or a knockdown in the fight.
oh
Because
knockdown and still win. You
yeah,
think you think the Ennis is gonna get dropped?
no. I mean, just like in general, like
Oh, it's knocked down.
yeah,
I don't think it's out there yet. Oh, hold on. Yes, they do.
because that's usually
To be knocked down is plus 112 for Stanionis and plus 610 for Ennis.
okay. So yeah, not too great then. Because yeah,
Yeah,
I think it could be a like a body shot stuff.
yeah. That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
I think that's exactly what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be late, but like I said, if you're getting plus money anyways, I'm not gonna get greedy and do 7 to 12 when it could happen. Round 5 or 6, and I'll be pissed.
right.
I
Yeah,
think it's
no,
gonna be later though.
I've gotten burned with that.
Me too.
Yeah, way too often. Uh, undercard. I don't know if you. I see Raymond Ford's fighting. Obviously,
Yeah,
we know him.
yeah.
Did you look at that at all, or
I know I'm familiar. Obviously, I'm familiar with Raymond Ford. Thomas Matisse, he's actually from over here in Cleveland. Um, he's pretty decent. He's big for the weight class or whatever. And I think the decision prop for Ford is like minus 200. I got
okay?
Ford all day in here. I mean, but he's minus 1300. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just if you could get a knockout or a decision. That's where I'm torn at because ever since Ford went up to this weight class, like he's looked great. He used to kill himself to make the other weight class, and I forget who he fought in his last fight. That the guy was literally running away, like Ford was beating his ass.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "Come on!" He could have easily got a stoppage, but the guy was literally running away. So, um, this is another one probably we should see bias. They see Ford winning a decision again, and Matisse is not gonna be running away like that. That's not his style. He stays in the pocket. He's long and linky. But I got Ford all day. It's just I'm not sure if he's gonna get KO or a decision. That's where I'm still torn.
Yeah, and I mean, can't really. I mean, you could parlay, but yeah, money line's kind of crazy. Yeah, but we know some guys who love those.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on then to, I guess, news. Actually, the news, it just broke apparently, or fairly recently. The Kambosos fight against Hitchens. I guess they have a date, June 14th. So 2 months.
Give me a.
Hopefully,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. I'm having a max bet for that fight if I get a nice line on Hitchens decision.
oh
That's
yeah,
all day.
oh yeah, no,
Unan,
Kambosos, yeah,
I'll look for a unanimous decision if it's like minus 250 or something like that for this decision.
yeah. Because who did Kambosos just fought? It was like a layup
Yeah,
fight, right?
he fought a bum.
Yeah, Jake
I don't remember.
Wiley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he won by decision. Yeah, I think from what I saw, the money line was like minus 800 for Hitchens. I think.
Yeah, wait, man. I mean, they're not dumb. Like I had a big bet on Hitchens. I just had them on plus money against Paro. I was on that, but yeah, his decision's probably gonna be like minus 200 or something.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's not gonna get it. He has like no power either. He's not a big KO
No,
artist.
I'm just saying the
Yeah.
bookies ain't dumb.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. That's why I look at that unanimous decision on BetMGM. You could get a little bit better price. If it's like minus 180 or something, I'm willing to pay that chalk for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and shit, I forgot. I don't know if it's set, but they put a date out for Tank the rematch.
Yeah, wasn't it June? I think
Yeah,
I saw
June as
June.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's June too.
June
I,
21st, Tank Roach rematch. I think Vegas again. Or were they in LA? No, they're in Brooklyn.
they're in Brooklyn. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first fight.
Brooklyn. I think they're going to be in Vegas this time. So,
Nice.
yeah, that'll be good. That's another one because Tank was what, minus 1,500 or something?
Was it that
Because
big?
he was a huge
It was like
favorite.
11. I think it was 1100. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what they line the fight if if he'll be closer. Tank KO now will be
Yeah, I want to
maybe,
see that line.
yeah, because yeah he has to fight better because which we talked about, he lost the fight. I mean, he
the
he didn't
whole
lose the
the
fight,
whole
but
kneel down or whatever. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
he's gotta get his get back for sure.
yeah. Yeah, those were the two big sort of things I saw. I saw Jarrell Miller versus Fabio Wardley. They're going to fight in England. They had like a press conference, I think, today or chatted about it. Miller's old, so that's something. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the guy for WBA or WBC was bitching about, was it Bivol, like giving up his belt or something
Oh, I didn't see
for
that.
the Better BF fight.
No, I didn't see that.
So he vacated his WBC title in pursuit of the Arthur Better BF rubber match. Um, it got Marco Suleiman, I think, is the president, and it was because they didn't want to make the Benavides fight, which we talked about. So Benavides pretty much gets no love, which again is horrible because he deserves the big fight, but obviously
For
no one
sure.
wants to fight him.
Well, I mean, he had a big fight, but um, yeah, his
Yeah,
last fight was big, but he definitely needs this one.
yeah, because we thought, I mean, it just made perfect sense. So, uh,
They're
yeah,
gonna do a trilogy, I guess. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what it seems. That's what it seems like, and obviously, Turkey will pay the big money for it. And I'm sure they'll do it right after they do Crawford Canelo September. So makes all the sense in the world. I've said before we get into best bets, guys. If you guys could please leave a like on the video, drop comments down below. Favorite picks for this weekend. Stay tuned after us. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Locker Room Talk Podcast. Huge fight weekend. UFC 314. Alexander Volkanovski take on Diego Lopez. Return of Patty Pimblett. And all the parlays, all the action you need for the UFC. Make sure to stay tuned into that. You guys need a book. Use our link down below. Click the link. Sign up. Bet $5. Win your bet. You get $250 in free play cash at FanDuel. Alrighty, best bet time. I have no arguments. Like I said, I watched Stanionis today versus that last fight. I wasn't impressed. I saw the odds. I saw people talking him up. I don't see it. I like Boots. I worry when Boots fights a guy who's gonna really hit him clean and where he gets wobbled. I think he's too big, too quick, too strong for this opponent. So I do like the KO as well. Plus 150, 155, whatever you
Yeah.
can get. I think it's going to go up, honestly. I think the decision will get bet up more with as fight week
Well,
approaches.
shit,
Because,
it'll go up just because like people are betting a little bit on Stanionis.
yeah, so I do like that. I like Boots by KO. Danny, I'm sure we're pretty much in agreement here.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch a little bit. I'm gonna take the because I didn't know it was that much of a difference. I put no distance because it's only one plus 134, so
Yeah.
it's not a big difference. You know, even though this is what I'm saying, and it's gonna knock him the fuck out. Like I'm just playing. That's a smart bet, just in case you never know. But if you want to get greedy, get the a little bit more plus 155 with for the KO prop for Ennis. But I'll be happy with plus 134 no distance. Ennis should show off in this fight, I think, and get him out of there probably like round 10, 9. So it might be a little bit sweaty because it might go to later rounds. But like we said, we've seen him. He actually, like I said, Stanionis did get buzzed, and it was early in that fight. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was like round 4. So if that happens with Maestre, I mean, Boots is gonna whip his ass.
Yeah, yeah. What I'll say is this: I feel like people are looking at this guy's name and thinking this guy's like Madrimov or something. He's not.
And
You know,
Matt,
like
I saw the. I mean, he's not. I don't want to say fraud, but that was one of my biggest bets. Ortiz, like, because everybody recency bias, everybody was glazing him because he had a decent performance against
against
Crawford,
Crawford
and I'm
decision. Yeah,
like, dude, look, you got to look at how he fights, like.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, his hands are down Madrimov the
Yeah,
whole time
like
he
people
fights.
get
Yeah,
they. I always say that as a joke, but it's true. Like people love giving out participation trophies. Like, oh, you didn't win, but you did okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you
well,
don't get.
and they love it's like the UFC where they just bet the Russian, like
Mm-hmm.
those names, thinking, oh, they're skilled, like they have so
Yeah,
much more skill than the American Mexican fighters,
yeah.
which it's not the case at all. More
But
often
yeah,
than
he's
not.
Stanionis is Lithuanian, and I
Yeah,
mean that's the only thing I could think of. Like just recency bias. They saw in his last fight, and they're like, oh man, he looked bad. So that's my opinion. We'll see.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be a fun fight for however long it lasts because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, big fight feel. And they're unifying two of the belts. I don't know who has the other belt.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
um,
forget who has the other one. The
yeah,
other.
because everyone pretty much has vacated and moved up in weight, unless would Barrios still have a belt because he's at welterweight right now.
Oh my god.
But he fought to split right against was it Ramos? I
Yeah,
forgot where it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a great fight too.
That was a good fight, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that'll do it for us guys pretty much. Danny, if you want anything you want to add, closing thoughts
Oh,
before we get on out of here.
same shit, different day. Danny Betts with two Z's everywhere. Most of the IG and my Twitter, I'm always active. My Patreon for my the boxing bets and UFC streams on Saturday with the boys, and that's pretty much it. We'll see you on Tuesday next week.
Yeah, like Dan said, you guys could, as always, like video, comment down below. See you guys later this week, UFC live stream. And we'll see you soon for the UFC Locker Room Talk podcast, UFC 314, Lopez Volkanovski. Next week, recap the fight and break down whatever fight is going on next week. I believe there's 2 British fights, so not the best.
Yeah.
But we'll touch on them. And then soon, which is crazy, Cinco de Mayo week, there's like 3 or 4 huge fights, which is wild.
Nuts.
Yeah, all on the same card. So we'll see you guys next week. This was Main Event. Talkin Hands. Peace, guys.